Hello and welcome to Raw out of 10, right here on the Wrestle Debate. It is the go home show for Backlash. So WWE, do you have some last minute storylines ahead of the show? Let's find out. So the show started off with Asuka in the ring for her match against Charlotte Flair, which didn't happen because she was interrupted by the new women's tag titles, Bayley and Sasha Banks, who can of course appear anywhere they want now they're the champs. Bayley and Banks bragged about their women's tag title win on SmackDown until Charlotte interrupted. The Iconics then interrupted to announce a triple threat tag team match for Backlash between Banks and Bayley, the Iconics, of course, and the former champs Bliss and Cross. The heels attacked Flair and Asuka, who fought them off, and we went into a triple threat tag team match between the Iconics, Banks and Bayley, and Charlotte Flair and Asuka. And Charlotte Flair and Asuka actually got the win here. Flair went up to hit a moonsault on Billie Kay, but Asuka tagged herself in and tapped out Kay to the Asuka lock. After the match, Flair beat down Asuka for showing her up. This wasn't too bad. In case you're wondering, Banks and Bayley were just sat in the corner watching on. They didn't really care. It definitely built Charlotte Flair and Asuka and definitely made the match better later on in the night, which did surprisingly happen. Banks and Bayley obviously weren't hurt, and then who really cares about the Iconics? So overall, this is a good start to Raw, and I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Seth Rollins then came to ringside to talk to Rey Mysterio via video link as Rey was at home. Rollins invited Mysterio and Dominic to attend next week's Raw. However, Mysterio said he's not medically cleared, but when he is, Rollins will know. And then Alexa Black just came out and attacked Seth for some reason, I suppose because he's Rey's mate. And then we got the same match as the last couple of weeks, really. Carrillo and Murphy defeating Theory and Black. Black pin Murphy, as we normally get. After the match, Rollins' disciples beat up Black and Carrillo and hit finishes on them, much the same to last week. I think this was just a bit pointless, a bit repetitive. I think we should probably try and get Ray back now to develop the story, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Christian then interviewed Edge on the Peep Show, giving him tough love about his end of the upcoming greatest match ever. Of course it is, against Randy Orton at Backlash. Orton appeared on the video screens and the two exchanged words. This was brilliant. It just built Edge up as a hero and what we all loved Edge for. And if they keep on doing like this, Edge will most certainly be the popular guy in the company again. This was brilliant and just reminded us why we all loved Edge. 7 out of 10. MVP then ran into R-Truth backstage, calling him a clown. Lashley then attacked R-Truth and put him in the full Nelson. He didn't bother trying to win a championship or anything, because why would he? The Street Profits and the Viking Raiders then participated in a decathlon, which the traditional decathlon, of course, includes turkey leg eating contest, a dance-off. I don't know if it includes a pole vault, but the teams ended up tied 5-5. There's a surprise. I suppose some of this was quite funny, but it's just boring and a bit repetitive now. Can they just have a match at Backlash and be done with this? I'm not going to grade it because I don't really know what to grade it. Some of it was good, some of it was just pure crap. So, yeah. Next up, we got a US title triple threat match between Angel Garza, Kevin Owens, and Andrade. Andrade got the win after Owens hit a stunner on Garza, but Andrade stole the pin to win the match and will face Apollo Crews for the US Championship for the 50,000th time at Backlash. But I don't mind them because those two are great. I thought this was quite good actually. Owens being the sacrificial lamb, and it's all about Andrade and Garza and their story. They started off friends, and then there was a rift that grew bigger and bigger and bigger. So I didn't actually mind this at all. So I'll give this a 6.75 out of 10. Charlotte Flair was then interviewed backstage. Asuka interrupted and slapped her in the face. This is quite funny. I like Charlotte Flair in this, and I liked Asuka in this. Both are great, so I like this. So I like that, by the way. And then we moved on to MVP, who was supposed to interview Bobby Lashley on the VIP lounge. However, Drew McIntyre showed up instead. McIntyre threatened MVP with a claymore, but Lashley appeared and stopped him. McIntyre decided to just headbutt MVP instead. The Viking Raiders and the Street Profits came to the ring, leading to the next match, which was MVP and Bobby Lashley defeating the Viking Raiders. During the match, we cut to Lana being interviewed, like we did last week for some reason. She said that she's worrying about Bobby. She's saying she's been neglecting her own career and that 2020 will be her year. Then on to the match. Lashley tapped out Eric in the Full Nelson. McIntyre made the post-match save for the Viking, and the Street Profits were there, which I really didn't get, because haven't they been feuding for the last however long? That was very, very, very odd. But oh well, the match was alright, the promo was alright, but nothing more than alright. McIntyre looks a beast again, as he always does, but I can't really give this more than 6.25 out of 10. It's just a bit contradictory. Then it was our main event time, and by God oh God, WWE actually did an advertised match. Charlotte Flair v Asuka, and Charlotte Flair won the match in what was a very good match, to be fair. Bayley and Banks were on commentary, but were attacked by the Iconics halfway through the match. It's a very good match, but the finish was just... I didn't really like the finish. I was been waiting for Nia Jax all show, and I couldn't work out why she wasn't here. But towards the end of the match, Nia Jax interfered, distracting Asuka so Charlotte could hit a big boot and win the match. Afterwards, Jax hit a Samoan drop on Asuka. Weird thing, when Charlotte was pinning Asuka, I don't know if Asuka was meant to kick out or not, because she started moving around about 2 3/4, but she didn't make it in time, so I just found that a bit odd. The match was very good, as I keep on saying. However, I didn't really like the finish. I knew they couldn't do a clean finish, and I suppose we're heading to this match at Extreme Rules or whatever. But yeah, I knew Jax was going to come out at some point. Just WWE shouldn't keep on booking themselves into corners like this. Didn't mind Jax hitting the Samoan drop on Asuka at the end, but just don't ruin a great match. The match overall gets a 7 and the finish gets a 6. But because the match was more prominent than the finish, I'm going to give it a 6.75 out of 10. Overall, Raw this week gets a 6.5 out of 10. It was a alright show. It kind of copied Raw in recent weeks. However, there were some outstanding points. Like the main event was very good. And the Edge and Christian bit was very good as well. And then we just got the same old crap in segments like the Viking Raiders and whatever. I do feel like, though, Backlash should have been last weekend, because WWE are kind of scraping at the barrel here for content. But I think they did fairly well, and I think this was better Raw than most recent shows, but maybe could have come a week earlier. And that is it for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the Football Zone and the F1 Journal, my other channels. Like, share, subscribe this video, and subscribe to the channel, and share it on Twitter or whatever. Speaking of Twitter, link to my Twitter in the description below for daily wrestling news. And let me know what you thought of Raw in the comments. And I think that's just about it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.